Hi, this is Dr. Kirkendall, and let's go over our syllabus for CSP 348-648. As you notice, we have what's called a stacked set of courses here. Those of you at the undergraduate level are taking CSP 348, Collaborative Partnerships in Special Education. Those of you at the graduate level are taking Parent-Teacher-Student Relationships in Special Education. So I'll talk a little bit more about the different responsibilities for the graduate level. In general, the course is the same. It's focused on collaboration between families and teachers, especially special education teachers. So, to start out, you'll notice my contact information, and the name of the textbook is Families, Professionals, and Exceptionality, Positive Outcome Through Partnerships and Trust. It's the 7th edition, 2015, and you will want to have this current edition of the textbook for this course. So we have the description of the two courses in the next section. Moving right along, I'll let you read the general education goals and the specific learning outcomes. They embody what you'll be doing in student activities. So for this short summer term, you will cover chapters 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, and 8 in the textbook and take quizzes. You will participate in discussions and complete assignments on chapter readings. We will have 2 virtual classes, one on Monday, the July 17th, and another one on the next Monday, July 24th. I will also send out weekly updates which will be posted under announcements. Please read them weekly, and if it calls for a response, you can respond in Canvas Mail. For week 1, I'd like everyone to respond in Canvas Mail, and after that you can make comments underneath the announcements. We will also have a final exam that will cover the chapters 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, for CSP 648, in addition to the above, you will complete a conversation guide with a family who has a child or adolescent on an IEP. You'll also read chapter 11 and be able to discuss resources for the families you interviewed and families in general during the week for discussion. And in addition to that, for those of you at the graduate level, the expectations for the assignments and the discussions will be to participate at a graduate level. So I'll be scrutinizing your work a little bit harder than the 348 group. If you will look at the evaluation and grading section, you'll see a list of all the activities for this term listed by week. And here is the final exam. The virtual classes aren't listed there, but you will be responsible for either attending the classes or writing a summary of them and submitting them. A one-page summary under mail message participation and class participation assignment. You'll see that in a module. Here is how the activities will be assessed, what percentages each category is worth, and if you'll note, the grading scale is a 6-point grading scale with A from 100 to 94 and so forth. This next large section I'll just point out briefly. It's the attendance policy, participation, technology issues if you have them, the academic honesty policy, a new section called Netique with tips here on how to participate in an online setting, if you'll read over that. And so read over this section carefully too. And if you have a disability, please contact Dr. Richard Houston at the ADA Center, the Student Health Center, and here's the telephone number, and you can let him know if you have accommodations, and the center will let me know. All right, for this next section, course-specific rules, policies, and expectations, here is where you can read about courses, assignments, quizzes, exam, and virtual class expectations. And I'm going to scroll back up here quickly. The summer term is organized into 4 modules. We begin our week on Wednesdays, and we end that week on Tuesday. And here's a little thing left over from last term, but the week's work week ends on Tuesdays. As I mentioned, I'll send out an update, and I may ask you to respond to questions each week. Most likely it's just going to be the first week and the last week that I ask for responses. And in the meantime, the comments tab will be open under announcements, where we usually post these weekly updates. Okay, let's scroll down. Here's the late policy, if you would read that carefully and follow it if you have a need to do so. And lastly, just what I went over, this has been adjusted for this term, so classes begin July 5th with week 1, which ends Tuesday, July 11th. Week 2 ends Tuesday, July 18th. Week 3 ends Tuesday, July 25th. Week 4 is Tuesday, August 1st, except for the Chapter 7-8 quiz will be July 31st, a deadline with no late credit, because I want to, at that point, I'll release the quizzes for you to study for your final exam on Wednesday, August 2nd. You'll note that Wednesday is also the last day to withdraw or drop a course. So, that is your syllabus. I hope you enjoyed the overview.